I born in Iraq in Habbaniya. They call it Habbaniya Air Base. My dad used to pilot in the Air Force. So I born there, like inside the air base in 1962, December 8, 1962. So I grew up there. When I open my eyes, I'm surrounded with the airplanes. My dad take me to the squadron. He put me in the cockpit, take pictures. When I was a kid, he put me in the wings, of the aircraft, take a picture. So I didn't see anything just like airplanes. And my father also, he's a pilot. So my oldest brother also, he born in Habbaniya, the same air base. So when you graduate from high school, we don't have any choice besides the Air Force College. So we apply. My brother also applied, he's older than me 2 years. He applied for Air Force College and then send him to France to finish there in France. So he graduated from Air Force, France Air Force. And he get back to Iraq. And he graduated in 1982 and he died on 1984, 2 years after graduation. I joined the Air Force in end of half 19, I think it was in June 1982. So I joined the Air Force and I graduated in 1984. So as soon when I graduated from the Air Force College, so my dad, he was in a high position in the Ministry of Defense in Iraq. He was secretary, first secretary after Minister of Defense. So immediately he get me, send me to VIP squadron. So that's the VIP squadron. Actually, it's collection, whatever who's high, has high security clearance or something to go there. So I started there in 1984 in the VIP squadron until 1991 after, that Desert Storm happened in Iraq for Kuwait liberation, yeah.
Sure.
So I moved, after that I moved to, they call it FIS, Flight Instructor School. I went there to get to be a pilot instructor in 1993. I graduated for 2 years. I went there. After that, I served in other squadrons, and they call it Squadron 33. That's for Ilyushin, AL-76. It's a Russian aircraft. It looks like the C-17. Exactly, it looked like that one. But before, from 1984 till 1991, I was serving the VIP squadron. I used to fly Jetstar, and I fly Twin Otter, and I fly and I manage. They call Adnan Khairallah. He was Minister of Defense. He's Saddam cousins, and Saddam married his sister.
Mm-hmm.
His sister. So I was manage and take care about the aircraft. He has about 7 aircraft, PC-7 and PC-9, Twin Otter. He has gliders Caproni. He has G109 gliders also, but they has engines, small engine, just to take off and after that shut it off. Then so I was manage those also as well. I fly there, the VIP squadron, and manage and fly those small squadrons. It's not squadrons, actually, just me and my dad was there.
Mm-hmm.
Only me and my dad. My dad, after that, he get retired, so I stay there, manage that squadron until he get crash land in 1990. I think he get a crash. Yeah, 1990.
Going back a little bit to when you were young at the time, what were the politics like in Iraq at the time?
Yeah, the politics at that time was they call it 19, yeah, 92. It was like the president over there, like, Abdul Karim Qasim, they call it. So it was, it's beyond Russia, beyond, yeah, really beyond the Russia. That's politics over there. Then after that, the Ba'ath Party, they received in 1968. But I was like a little kid over there, like at that time. So still like in a middle school, like elementary school. So when I get on middle school was still Saddam, like he get the control. He was the president in 1979. He received until 2003 was there. So they call it the Ba'ath Party. They control the country at that time. Belong Saddam. Yeah.
Was it? I know there was, the Iran-Iraq war was going on. Do you recall anything about that?
Yes. Like actually, start in 1979. Saddam received he get president. Then at the same time, same year, Shah gets a big revolution there. So Khomeini received there in 1979. It's in Iran. In 1980, start war between Iraq and Iran. I was there, I lived all these war. I was a student at the high school. Then I get to the college. Still the war. After 2 years after the war, I get to the Air Force College. Then I graduate in 1984. Still the war, Iraqi-Iran war, until 1988. So I served for 4 and a half years during Iraqi-Iran war. But it's my job, it's a VIP pilot, and just like carry VIPs. I'm not like that squadron, VIP squadron, belong to the Air Force, Iraqi Air Force. So it's actually, they call it Iraqi Air Force One, those aircrafts, like Jetstar. So it's American aircraft, Lockheed 329, that's they call it, or Jetstar. So it's my job only fly with VIPs, with presidents, with Saddam, with the President Arafat, with other presidents if they came to Iraq, with ministers, with Saddam family, with the minister's family, with VIPs, those I take them, fly them inside the country and outside the country.
Sure.
Let's we say Tariq Aziz, let's we say he had meeting with Russia, so I took him there. I fly with Tariq Aziz from Baghdad to Moscow. I stay with him for 3 days, then I get him back. I have they call whatever VIP, a prime minister. He want to go to India, so I take him to India. So that's my job. President Arafat, I stay with him sometime 10 days, sometime a month. I fly with him from this country to this country to this country, all over.
Mm-hmm.
So he stay in this country, say 2 days. Then after that, fly to another country 1 day. Fly another country, he stay couple hours. Then I take him to Tunis. Then I come to Swiss. They come to Italy, all over.
Wow. Do you remember your first time meeting Saddam Hussein and what that was like?
Yes, actually, I fly with him many times. I carry him actually just inside the Iraq. But one time I was fly with him from Baghdad to Jordan. He met Hafez al-Assad. Hafez al-Assad, he was at that time Syrian president, Bashar's father, that one. Hafez al-Assad, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Hafez al-Assad, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I take him there to Jordan. Actually, it's top secret meeting. I was taking Tariq Aziz for 2 days in a row. he met Abdul Halim Khaddam. That was like they call it chief of security at that time. So for 2 days, Tarek Aziz met this person, a Syrian person, in H5. It's air base in Jordan. So third day, Saddam, I took Saddam there to he met Hafez al-Assad with King Hussein. So King Hussein actually he organized this meeting. He's doing this meeting. He tried to, because at that time, like Iraq and Syria, on top, they hate each other. Like the President Saddam and President Hafez al-Assad, they hate each other. So at that time. So, I mean, the politics is not right, because the same party, one they call it right and the other one they call it left. So that's why. So I took Saddam and he met Hafez al-Assad, but I don't know what happened exactly in the meeting, but all I know, like they were good at that time. And the fly with this is one was top secret mission, but still now on YouTube. They put it on YouTube. After a while, they put it. If you Google it or try to get it on YouTube, they call it top secret meeting between Hafez al-Assad and Saddam Hussein in Jordan with King Hussein. It's gonna pop up that meeting. Mm. So yeah, and I took him one time in that happened in 1987. That happened before ending Iraqi-Iran war. Iraqi-Iran wars ending in 1988, but that meeting in 1987. So at the same year, after 2 months, there's a meeting also. I was sitting in the squadron, like, around 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, noonish time. So my friend came to me, one of my friends, also a pilot. He used to fly with that mission. He told me, Mohammed, please, it's today my day off. I want to go. He lived like about 80 miles west of Baghdad, in Fallujah. He lived in Fallujah. And our squadron in center of Baghdad. So he told me, would you please take this mission instead of I fly there? I said, okay, no problem. But we didn't know what's the mission. Nobody knows what the mission is. But they said like a special mission. When they said a special mission, that means either Saddam or family. Usually Uday or Qusay or his wife, she want to go somewhere like to Mosul or to Tikrit or where she want to like fly, or one of the Saddam family. Anyway, so, okay, no problem. I'll take this mission, no problem. So after like about an hour, I'm waiting in the aircraft. Like, they pull the aircraft. We have 2 receptions. They call it the hall, 2 reception halls. One of them for P1, the P2. P1 is like for the president and Saddam family, and P2 for ministers. So I was in P1, but I don't know who's coming. Maybe Uday or say. Usually those people they came because it was Thursday. Thursday, that means usually Uday want to go to Mosul. So anyway, I'm waiting there about an hour, like in the aircraft. Then I see 2 cars, like 2 Mercedes, black Mercedes. I know those from the palace for Saddam or Uday. I don't know who's coming, but all black. You can't see like inside. So he parked beside the aircraft, and Saddam he like get out from the car. Wow. It's Saddam. Oh my God. So immediately I like prepare myself, ready, everything, because Saddam is one guy. So he get into the aircraft. They say, hi guys, how are you? He's very nice. He is very nice with us. To be honest with you, he's the best ever person I fly with. With all of them, he is the best ever person. And also, the other person, they call it Ali Hassan Majid. He's his first cousin. Also, they kill him. So also that one, he's nice. Anyway, he said, hi. So we didn't know where he going, where he going. And when they said like special mission, so there's no destination. Nobody knows the destination. So he came to us. He told me, we're gonna fly to Habbaniya Air Base, which is Tammuz Air Base, Habbaniya, which is like the west of Baghdad, around 60 miles, 70 miles, that one. Okay, sir. He just only by himself. No one with him. Usually, many like security with him, but he just only by himself. So anyway, they closed the door. I started the engines, taxi, then take off. So take off, I said heading to Habbaniya Air Base. I mean, it's 60 miles. I didn't fly like high level. Not only 4,000 feet, because I'm not going to go like 20,000 feet and descending again. So 4,000 feet, which is good. So anyway, I established contact with Habbaniya, like usually like 30 miles away, 40 miles before like get to the zones like around the air base. So I established contact with the Habbaniya Air Base. So he said, okay, continue and clear to land. He gave me clear to land about 40 miles away. What happened? Usually when I came to the final, he should call me like final or short final or call me 2 minutes out, whatever. So it depends on the traffic there. But I was on the local frequency, or Habbaniya Air Base local frequency. I didn't hear anything. Usually they have many like jet fighters, like circle, they do circle or zone, like many communication, but nothing. No on the control center and not even on the local flight for the Habbaniya. But I didn't know what happened exactly. They tell me, okay, continue and clear to land, 40 miles away. Okay. Anyway, okay, I approach, final, touch. So after like 2 reverse, okay, I get out of the taxi way. Saddam, he can't show me. He tell me, park beside King Hussein aircraft was there. They land before us. King Hussein, he land before us. But the air base is completely dead. Even there is no birds there. Nothing. No movement, no aircraft, no cars, no people, nothing. Completely nothing there. So I park. I went there, park, right off King Hussein aircraft. So I opened the door. He get out from the aircraft, and at the same time, 2 people, they came from I didn't see them actually because like the aircraft blocked the view. So, but I see 2 people, they came from that aircraft, King Hussein aircraft, and I see them like after they passed the nose of the aircraft. I see him, King Hussein and Mr. Rabin, Israeli Prime Minister, Ishaq Rabin. What's going on? What happened? Like Israel, like Saddam and that. So how that's come? How's it come? Anyway, like I get panic, I get shocked. I open my mouth and my eyes for 10 minutes. Like, just like I get shocked for 10 minutes. And my friend tell me, "Did you see it?" I tell him, yes, that's him. That's him. Anyway, that my friend passed away about 3 years ago with a heart attack. So they shake hands each other, King Hussein and Ishaq Rabin with Saddam, both of them, and they smiling for each other. They went to the King Hussein aircraft. They get into there. They stay there more than 2 hours. Yes, more than 2 hours. After that, I see them like get out of the King Hussein aircraft, and they start walking in front of the aircraft, like back and forth, and they chilling, they smiling, they laughing, but I can't hear them. like, it's desert, like, open area. I sit in the cockpit. I turn the APU on because I need like air conditioning and like service, like electric. So I can hear it. But was like Saddam talking and like King Hussein translate to Ishaq Rabin, and Ishaq Rabin talking in English, and Saddam, because he didn't know English like very well. So and he was like interpreter between them, and probably he make this meeting before with Hafez al-Assad. Now with the prime minister, he tried to get the peace inside, like in the area, King Hussein. Anyway, they shake hand each other, they hug each other, and he came to my aircraft. He said, okay. He get inside my aircraft. He said, okay, let's go to Baghdad. You fly first. He told me, you fly first. Don't wait for King Hussein. Okay, sir. So I start the engine. Taxi, even I tried to get permission for taxi from the control. He told me, clear to take off from taxi. Okay. I don't know what happened. Yeah, I told him, like, the airbase, this is so-and-so, request taxi clearance. Clear taxi and take off. Okay. Anyway, I take off from Baghdad. I land in Baghdad International. It's not like Al-Muthanna. I fly from Al-Muthanna Air Base, which is that VIP squadron inside the center of Baghdad, like that one. That's small, like airport, just for VIP. It's air base, but only for VIPs. I fly from there, but I land in Saddam International Airport. So I land there. They came around couples like Mercedes to the aircraft. So before he get out from the aircraft, he came to the cockpit and he put his left hand on my shoulder and his right hand on the other shoulder for my friend. He said, "Did you see, guys, something?" I told him, "No, sir. Good." And he like, he shake like the back of my shoulder. He just knocked on my shoulder, like. I said, "Okay. That means don't say anything." So anyway, he got up from the aircraft, and I don't know, he disappeared. Which car? I don't know which car he got in. I was looking at him, but I don't know, within seconds he disappeared. Anyway, so this is like, and many people, they ask me, like my friends, they ask me, what happened? Okay, who's the VIP? Sometimes we chill, we are pilots together. How was your mission yesterday? Who taking? Like, what happened? So I tell them, okay, this is not only like Saddam, like a family, there. So what are you going to say? We can't say, because I told my friend, I told him, you're going to say Saddam family, okay? He said, okay. If anybody asks him, so okay. And my friend, he lived in Fallujah. In Fallujah, he want to take off at that day. He want to visit his family. Usually, it takes him like hour something, like, to get his house. He told me, "Mohammed, it takes me 8 hours to get my house." I said, "What happened?" He said, "All the roads closed completely." So they closed from Baghdad to Habbaniya Air Base, and from Ramadi also to Habbaniya. All the roads, highways, completely closed. Completely closed, shut down all the area because that's it.
Wow.
So yeah, so that actually all that I mentioned it in the book. That one also, both of them I mentioned it, and I fly with him many times. I took him to Mosul, I took him to Tikrit, I took him to Basra, I took him to Amara. He visits like some like units over there, like military units. I took him like for vacation for Mosul. I took him for vacation for to Tikrit for vacation. I took him all over. Yeah.
But you thought he was in terms of, you said he was one of the best people you ever flew.
Yes, with us, like, we are a pilot, and I don't know, but he treats us very well. Even when I fly with him, Anyone fly with him. At that day, he gave a gift to whole squadrons. Imagine my my salary monthly. It's 400 dinar. At that time, I don't know how much it cost, but it was good. But he gave me 1,000 dinar, Iraqi dinar, just when anyone fly with him. Even if I sitting home and my friend fly with him, I get him $1,000. All the gift. One time I was taking him, it was Eid. I was taking him to Mosul. So at that day, like he's sometime around 5 o'clock, I took him there. Supposed to be drop him and get back to Baghdad. So one of the security, I think it was Arshad Yassin, his name. He said, like the president say, you're gonna stay here, guys. So they need the aircraft in case they need the aircraft. Okay, we're gonna stay. So I stay inside the aircraft. I turn the APU, so I put the seat back in the VIP. That's in the back of the cabin. It's not in the cockpit. So I'm chilling, I don't have clothes with me. I was calling my cousin there, my first cousin. I told him, I'm here. Do you have any pajama, whatever? Give me some shaving cream, or because I'm here, I'm gonna sit here because tomorrow maybe he will fly with me. I don't want to see him my beer higher than normal. So he gave me a couple of things. So at the morning, around 10 o'clock, Arshad came to the aircraft. He said, President Saddam said, happy Eid to you guys. You can go visit your family. And he gave you this gift. He gave me 2,500 Iraqi dinar, 2,500 dinars, which is my salary in a year. That one. Yeah. So he's good. He was good. But don't mess with his chair. His chair, don't mess with it. So do whatever you want, but don't mess with the chair.
And his
chair, he's sitting on it. Don't mess with it.
Yeah,
don't mess with the president. Yeah. Yeah.
How many years did you think you flew Saddam?
I flew Saddam from 1984 to 1991.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so you also flew, since you were in the VIP squadron, you flew a lot of other Iraqi dignitaries as well.
Yeah, a lot. Mm-hmm. Even my dad. I flew my dad. My dad was VIP. I took him to France, for something contracts with Mirage F1 or something like that. Yeah, even my dad VIP. So. Yeah.
Do you recall what Saddam Hussein's reaction to September 11th was, or what your reaction was, or the Iraqi people?
Iraqi people, they were very sad. He is very sad about that time. Everybody sad about that one. Everybody sad. I was in the street. Then I was in Karada, I'm chilling around, I want to buy stuff there. They put TVs. Some people, they have those appliances and TVs, they sell TVs. So they put them by the windows. So I see what the hell happened. So many people, they get crowded on that TV and they watching. And what they said, they cussing. They cussing. What happened to those people? Why they do this? Wow, those innocent people. Why they kill them? Why? It's very sad. And even Saddam, he's very sad. And he said, at the TV, I'm sorry what happened to United States at that time. I'm sorry to innocent people. They killed God there. That's a big crime. That's one. Yeah, on September 11. Yeah.
Was there a fear at the time? Because obviously we went from we need to attack Al Qaeda in Afghanistan to all of a sudden the mission kind of focused and moved from Afghanistan to Iraq. Was there any fear on your part or anybody in Iraq that, hey, we're not going to move. We're going to go from Iraq, or we're going to move from Afghanistan into Iraq. I mean, were you guys scared of the Americans at that point, of what Americans might do?
No, because Saddam, he get us many wars. Like he gets involved with war with Iran. After that, after 2 years after finishing Iraqi-Iran war in 1988, so he gets into Kuwait in 1990. So I mean, he's crazy. He gets into Kuwait, then he gets inside Saudi Arabia, 75 kilometers. He want to take over, control the petrol. I mean, he went crazy. He went crazy at that time. So everybody in Iraq, they had this situation. The blackers, the economy over there is very bad. They don't have food. They don't have money. They don't have everything is situation bad because economy blockage there at that time. So everybody want to get off from Saddam. Even I'm one of them. I was very happy to America take over. When they came, they bring all the carrier aircraft and they move all the units to the Saudi Arabia and Qatar and wherever those around to liberate the Kuwait at that time. I was very happy. I said yes, let's take over. Then after that they stopped. From 1991 till 2003, I was dreaming just to get off this Saddam, get out from this crazy person, because he destroyed the country. Mm-hmm. He did everything bad. Before, yes, he was good. Till 1988, he was good. After that, after the Kuwait, he went crazy. So everybody was with the United States. Everybody, besides his family, those, they don't like it. Because they take advantage from, they get money, they get houses, cars, everything. They live like kings. The family, the whole family. But
Well, from what I've read as well, your cousin didn't really care for Saddam Hussein either. And he was the one your cousin apparently attempted to take Saddam Hussein's life.
Yeah, that's actually my mom's first cousin.
Okay.
He was general in they call it Iraqi army aviation, not in the Air Force.
Mm-hmm.
So he tried, after Saddam killed Adnan Khairallah, which is the Minister of Defense at that time, his first cousin, and his wife's brothers. So he killed him. He put a bomb inside the aircraft, inside helicopter, and they blow him in the air at that time.
Mm-hmm.
Before he get into the Kuwait, because he was very, very nice person. This person was all the army love him. So Saddam is scared from him. He's scared to take over Saddam.
Mm-hmm.
So he get him in this accident. Crash incident, and actually it was bomb. Anyway, you can Google it. You can see all more details about this incident for Adnan Khairallah.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
I suppose Saddam Hussein must have had a lot of bodyguards, because he must have felt threatened.
Yeah. So what's your question? Last question is, tell me about Saddam and get to Adnan. I don't remember.
Oh, I was just asking you about your cousin, which you had answered it. So
my cousin, yeah. So my cousin, he was very first close friend to Adnan Khairallah, to Minister of Defense. So after he killed this Adnan Khairallah, he start that Saddam killed him, that motherfucker, so and so. They start cussing everywhere, and he suddenly get into he wanted from Iraqi intelligence. So overnight he jumped to the north of Iraq, from north of Iraq to Turkey, from Turkey to Jordan. I don't know how to get to Syria, Jordan, then Germany, stay in Germany. So, but his kids still in Iraq. So Saddam he sent his brother, my first cousin, my mom's first cousin, which is General Mohammed Abdullah, he sent his brother to Germany. He told him, like, tell him to get himself here to Iraq. Otherwise, I'm going to kill his kids. But he didn't obey. He didn't come back. So he killed 3 of his kids. 3 of them.
Wow.
Ammar, Ayad, Atir. Ammar, same age of he's with me, like in the middle school, high school, all together. The same, like, what they say, the same, I don't know, what they call it, same class we are, same exactly. Same grade, I mean. So he killed Ammar, is the oldest one, same my age, and second one, Ayad, he was 2 years younger than me and younger than Ammar, and the other one about 3 years younger than Ayad. Like, I mean, between them 2 or 3 years between those 3 of them. Same day, the same moment, he sent them to the house. He take them, kill them, send them to the house. Yeah.
Well, and you must have. So, I mean, for somebody who once thought that, I mean, what did you think about all that when that happened?
I get crazy, like, So from that time, so, and after the Kuwait, because my mom cousin, first cousin, so they get me moved from the VIP squadron from that time. So I get moved from this VIP squadron because I'm not enough secured for Saddam. I'm not, because for my mom first cousin, and actually also my wife's parents, they get into the United States. I have my brother-in-law, my wife's brother live in the United States, and my wife's sister also live in the United States. So they told me, all these things in the United States, and you still like in the VIP squadron, and also Mohammed Abdullah, he's like your mom first cousin, and you still serve there? I mean, like, I'm a different person, like, this is my job. So they're not going to affect on me, should be like, right? I'm a pilot. So they moved me, or like, they kicked me out from the VIP squadron. So I moved to other squadrons, which is for transport, which is Illusion, that's AL-76, Squadron 33, they call it. So I served there for 1 year. Then after that, I moved to flying school, instructor school. I finished instructor school. Then after that, I started work as a pilot instructor in school. Then after that, I told my dad, like, I'm done. I can't stay anymore. Try to get me out of the Army, please, the Air Force. So because he many connection, he has many people, he knows many people at that time. So they get us retired, my brother and I at the same time, same day. So we get retired. I get retired in 1999. 2001. 2001. I get retired. 2001 for 2 years. I'm retired, but actually they call it an old warriors retired. But still, like, I'm retired, but as reserve, like they call it. So it's not completely retired, but I'm sitting home. I'm taking my salary, but standby if they need me. Mm-hmm. After 2003, in 2004, actually, my friend called me, like, do you want to rejoin again to Air Force? Yes, why not? So I apply, I get for medical check, and so everything done. So in 2004, on December 2004, they sent me for a training course to Jordan. I stayed there for 5 months. I get trained on C-130. So in Jordan. So I came back in 2005. So I joined the Iraqi Air Force, but actually, American Air Force, they control everything. I'm dealing with U.S. Air Force, and not Iraqi. I'm Iraqi, but all the like orders, all the training, all the aircraft with U.S. Air Force. So in 2005, I came here for training in Little Rock Air Base. I get training again on C-130 for left seat, like as a captain. So then I get back to Iraq again in 2005. Then the situation gets very bad. So I start receiving, 2006, I start receiving threat letters from Al-Qaeda, from jihad wa tawheed in Bilad Rafidain, they call it. That's another for Zarqawi, they call it, the other one. And from Qaeda, I get to see from two of them. So I don't know what I'm going to do. But my family, my wife and my kids, they moved to the United States in 2004 because her parents here. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I took those letters. I went to Iraqi Air Force headquarters. I told them that's what happened to me. They told me we can't do anything about you. So we have to take care about yourself. So I took them to the Air Force, U.S. Air Force there, to the American. They said we can't do anything about it. So okay. They told me just take care, because at that time, 2006, like peak of the killing, those they call it better organization, get involved, kill all the pilots, all the Sunni pilots actually. Whatever who fly over Iran, they kill them. Anyway, so I start taking care, like, I have M16, machine gun, I have Kalashnikov, I have sniper, I have my special pistol. So I keep them beside me, like, whenever I sleep, I keep them, all of them beside me. If I hear something, I have dog. If he barking, like immediately I jump at the night. So anyway, they send me, after a week, they send me a death certificate. Not stop to here? No. So I took it. Again, I went to Iraqi Air Force headquarters and told them that's what happened. They sent me this certificate. Also the same answer. So I went to the American. I told them that one, the same answer, but they told me we can't do anything, just you have to take care, or if you want to stay at the base. My house there was going to take, because at that time, people, they take houses, like, this house empty, okay, they break it, they take it, that's it, done. And who's going to take it over from them? Nobody can take them. They kill you if you approach them. Anyway, so okay, let's take care about myself. What I'm going to do? I'm going to sit home. What's going to happen? Anyone approaching me, I'm going to kill him. So, I went to, one day, after 2 days actually, when I want to drink, I'm drinking like every day alcohol, like beer, drink, vodka, whiskey, whatever, like, so was no power. We lost our power outages. I don't have ice, I don't have cold water. So like, was like on, I think was that one in July, in July, yes. No, sorry, on March. On March, that one. Very hot in Iraq. So I try to drink, but I don't have ice. So I step to my neighbor house, like across the street, exactly, like across the street, in front of my house. So I tell him, hi, do you have some ice? He told me, yes, I have. So at this time, his wife get out. We are very like close, like, we are like very good neighbors. It's like family. They treat each other. So I tell me, Mohammed, come on, get inside with my husband. Drink together. I'm going to make a dinner for you guys. Okay. I told her, just leave me. She grabbed my hand and told me, come here, get inside, please. Sit here. So, okay. I started to drink with him and his wife making a dinner. I was only by myself in my house because my family, my wife and kids, they left Iraq in 2004. So anyway, not even after 15 minutes, I hear ton of bullets into my house. So I look like from the window, because only across the street. I look on the window, 2 cars, pickup truck from Interior, like, you know, those, they call it Interior Ministry? Yeah, Interior Ministry, which is like, it's better organization, better organization that those pickup. They get into my house, they jump to my house, and they full up bullets, windows, doors, all over. And they jump at the same time. It's not even, they took like maybe 20 seconds. Tons of bullets, and they jumped to around, maybe it was like 6 people at that time. They jumped to my house, all of them with the machine guns. And they get out and they run because the area was in Dora City. Dora City, the most is Sunni. Those better organization is Shia. So they came into the area. If they catch them in the area, they kill them. So I stay there. I stay at my neighbor house till morning. So I went there. Oh my God! I see. Oh, what happened? So I get into my house. I took my passport, just like the most important ID, passport. I have money, then gold, whatever they have gold, like in my gold, like, you know. So I took a smaller bag. I went to my dad's house in Zayuna. So I told him that's what happened. So I went to the Iraqi Air Force headquarters. So I told him that's what happened to my house. Was at that time sitting like one of the American Air Force, like his name, I don't know what's his name, Major Roger or something, but Ryan Roger, I don't know what his name, Richard, I don't know. I was sitting there, I was talking to my headquarters, like the Iraqi Air Force. So he told me, he took me aside and told me, Ahmed, why are you staying here? Your family there. And he told me exactly, he told me, sorry to say it, but he said that. Why are you staying? You're going to wait until they came? So I told him, okay, that's what I'm going to do. Second day, I took GMC, like from the transportation, like, you know, to Jordan. I said, heading to Jordan. Halfway, they said there is like, you know, they call it people like gang there. They took your money. I don't know what they call it in English. It's like they pull you over and they took the money. We have whatever you have, gold. So at that time they said, oh, those people there. So they pull over a couple of cars. So we are approaching them, like not a couple meters to them. At this moment, there is like 2 Apache aircraft, or Black Hawk, I don't remember, or 2 American helicopters. They came into the street, flying. So when they saw them, immediately they ran. Everybody jumped in the car and they ran. So the road is open again. So I get into the Iraqi Jordan borders. I said heading to Jordan, to Amman. So, you know, there is like the check of the luggage and so they found like my ID, which is Iraqi Air Force ID. And my passport, they said, pilot in Iraqi Airways. So my passport said in Iraqi Airways because I used to fly outside the country with delegation, with the VIPs, with ministers or whatever. So I use my passport as Iraqi, what they call it, airlines. Iraqi Airlines. And my ID, Iraqi Air Force. And I was training there. I was training, and that's in 2006. I was in 2006 training in Jordan. So I have ID Jordan, which is Jordanian Air Force. Okay? And I have also, they found out all this, like, I don't know, I put them back. I tried to hide them, but they get it. Also, I have DOD card, like American Department of Defense, because they get me here in 2005, this ID, stay with me, actually. They left it with me. So all these IDs, so they took me to inside. They get, they call it inspection with me, like. So they ask me who you are, who is this. I stayed there 16 hours. 16 hours. Every half hour they came, different person, like, get, like, with me, ask me question, who you are, who does, why, like, you know. Then I get mad. So I get mad, so I call one of my father's friends. He was in a high, like, he's high rank in Jordan. He was Jordanian Air Force leader, and he was, I think he was something in embassy here in the United States. So I call him because it was like, I get there like after like evening, so till morning, 16 hours. So I call him around 11 o'clock in the morning, because I don't want to call him like middle of night. So I tell him, hi, uncle. I call him uncle, whatever, like, he's like saying my dad. Hey, so I tell him that's what happened to me. He told me, okay. Not even 10 minutes. Everybody came. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, sir. This is their luck. It was your staff, but they took many CDs. I have many pictures there. But anyway, I love them. They take it. I didn't know after I get here in the United States. So anyway, now the frequency changed completely, 180 degrees. Now they change from they get mean, now they are friends. So because this person called them, he yelled at them, like. So anyway, so I continue to Amman, which is capital city of Jordan. I get there around 4 o'clock. So I went direct to the office, which is a make reservation to get flying ticket to United States, because I had the visa. I had visa in 2005. They gave me visa. I came here. It's open for 1 year, so I use it to come here again. So I went there to the office for a travel agent there, like for get ticket. He told me, we have ticket today. Can you fly today? I told him, yes, today, okay. What time? He told me 8 o'clock. He told me just to bring your luggage, because you have to drop your luggage here. They're going to take them to the airport. I said, I have it. I have it in my car, from the car, like, which is the guy who drives it, like the GMC, like for transportation, the taxi driver. This one, I give it to him. I told him, drop me at the airport. He told me earlier, I told, I don't care, just drop me at the airport. I want to stay there. So I get there, then I stay in the airport about, like 8 o'clock should be, I'm there, but the flying is got 11 o'clock. Should be like 3 hours before there, like for closed ocean or like international flight. So anyway, I went there, I stay in the airport, so I get everything ready. I get here to Detroit, to Michigan. 2006. Since 2006, I didn't leave the country, just from state to state.
What was it like the first time you came to America? What did you think of America?
I love it. I love it. This is my dream. This is my dream. Actually, this is my country.
Mm-hmm.
This is my country, not Iraq, because I didn't get anything in Iraq.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get anything. But here, this is my country.
Do you miss? Do you ever have days where you do miss Iraq?
Yeah, sure. Like, I'm gonna grow up there. I have many friends. I have many like cousins, uncles, like many, like family there. Still my dad there, my brother there, my sister there. I didn't see them since 2006. I've been now how many years? Like 2006 till now, 18 years almost, right?
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. I mean, 16 years. 16 years I didn't see them, just a call.
Would it be difficult?
Because I'm wanted over there. If I go there, they're gonna kill me.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Yeah.
So Al Qaeda was Al Qaeda targeting you because you were helping the Americans?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Because that's the problem. Yeah. Because they told me, leave the American, otherwise they're gonna kill you.
Wow.
Yeah, they write it. Yeah.
Well, what do you think about?
Actually, this is I get letters from that and the threat certificate. I mean, this certificate and letters from Al Qaeda and the other one they call it al-jihad wa tawheed. Like I don't know tawheed. That's beyond Zarqawi or I don't know what's kind of those people. But they attacked my house. Different organization. It's better organization. So better organization, they chasing all the pilots, Sunni pilots. So they kill, and those they gonna kill. Those they send me this certificate because I helping America. So actually, from two sides, from Al Qaeda and Jihad al-Tawheed, and the other side from Better organization. Better organization, they kill all the Sunni pilots.
Mm-hmm.
So. And those people, they want to kill me because I'm working with the American or helping the American. That's so. But who's coming first? You're gonna kill me. But those people, they came first. Actually, two different. Yeah, like my name in two different sites. Better organization and Al Qaeda and. Jihad with Tawheed. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, kind of looking back at the, the American invasion of Iraq. There, what mistakes do you think they made at the time? Do you think that we really weren't prepared?
Yes, they did mistake. Yeah, they did mistake because it's the army. They destroyed the army. They retired all the army. That's why the militia get involved into the country, but that's the problem. Yeah, America, they get into Iraq, so they release all the Iraqi army. No more Iraqi army. So they get militia. Like Muqtada has militia, the other one has militia, the other one militia. So the country is getting like too many gangs. Yeah. But if they kept the army, that's going to control everything. Yeah, because army, it belongs to country, it's not belong person. But militia belong person.